Caravan Salon 2020. This luxurious vehicle I have in front of me from Vario Perfect comes at a price tag of €1,057,000, but 400,000 of those euros are for options. Let's have a look at some of the details of it. Obviously it's built to order, so you more or less get whatever you want inside, but Mercedes-Benz Actros, it's 10.6 meters long, 255 centimeters wide, just under 4 meters high, 450 liters of fresh water, 350 liters of wastewater, 300 liters of sewage, 2 to 4 sleeping places, and 6 sitting places. Now, the black tank is absolutely enormous. For those in the United States, I mean, black tanks are quite common in the United States, but here in Europe we don't use cassettes. But something like this, maybe the cassette wouldn't really work. Incredible luxury. I think I'll just let this thing speak for itself, because anything I add is just largely a statement of the obvious. I've seen these lights in the sink before. It's not the first time. I think it looks quite elegant, but you may think that, oh, I'd rather have a bowl. Well, of course, I think I'd rather have a bowl. It depends on what you order. You have whatever you want. So, if you have $1 million to spare, you might want to get something like this. Bear in mind though, it is 255 centimeters wide, which is a lot wider than most vans are. Most motorhomes, land yachts, luxury yachts. I don't really know what to call this. Actually, I'm going to point out the height as well, the internal height. So there's me in the mirror. See, I can't even reach. Okay, now I'm standing on my tiptoes. But that's how high it is in here. I would like to see more information about it to give you a more detailed tour, but I've now got pressure of time and I don't really want to abuse the company, particularly as there are people outside waiting to get in. Well, there could be anyway. But the view from here, I'm sitting back there watching the television. Or sitting back here watching television. Oh, great. Now the event's just opened, but there are clearly much fewer people here this year because of the COVID situation, and I can understand that. Really, in previous years, by now that would have been packed down there, and you can see videos I have done from previous years. Let's make my way up slowly. Oh, you may think, there's only two hobs here, induction. that's clearly what the person who ordered it wanted. You know, I think 2 for most people is absolutely sufficient. But it'll come with a fantastic battery pack, I imagine. And I mean, if this were mine, I think I'd probably go for, oh, I don't know, 900 amps of lithium or something like that, or maybe more. If I had 1 million, I'd have the roof covered in solar. Let's have a look around the outside. You've got a model beside it. I'll show it from the front. That's 1.5 million. Now, slide outs are not particularly common in Europe, although there's even quite luxurious vans that don't have slide outs. In fact, we can see some on this stand. But you can see inside what it actually does. But one thing I've noticed though in the United States often, it's the floor plans. Even you've got the slide out, but it often seems to me so that it's not used to its full potential. One thing in the United States a lot of people complain about is that they're not waterproof enough, and there's all sorts of problems with the seals and this type of thing. I haven't heard that here in Europe. Maybe because there's not enough of them. That could be one reason. The companies providing slide outs, I mean Lippert Components for example, is one, and obviously it's an American company, and there's another company in Holland and Netherlands which manufactures them as well. Anyway, we'll do a separate video I think on the subject of slide outs. This is the most expensive vehicle at this event, and as I mentioned earlier, I hope I can film that in some other video. We get in now. We've got 2 alcove models, or cab over models if you like, here as well. This one's about 900 I think, and this one here is about 600 width by the time you've got all the options added onto it. We'll have a walk around the outside as well. This, I think it's fair to say, is the most expensive company at the very top of the luxury. I know you might think, what about the company in Austria, Marche Mobile, but you know, I've never actually seen one of their vans. I know they exist because I published a photograph of one that was seen in Sochi in Russia. Yeah, I'll take you around the outside of this expensive one as well, and then I'll give you an even better idea of what it is. Just thinking now that I actually own a flat, an apartment, and that is not much smaller inside than with the slide outs out than my flat. Okay, good. So I'll hope you found that of interest. I think I certainly could have added far more details had I known them, but I didn't. Or a bit pushed on time as well. I'll see if I can actually do more at a later date. Thanks very much for watching, and all the best in Düsseldorf.